Bonjour y'all, my name is Brita and today on Witches Unite I am doing a video just for players levels 4 to 14. During the upcoming Adversaries event there will be really cool Baruffio's Brain Elixir bonuses. Try saying that 5 times fast for players who are levels 4 to 14. So this video will go over those bonuses and then also tell players who are in that level range what to do to take advantage of the event. Quickly, the bonuses for the event. Again, if you are levels 4 to 14 in Wizards Unite. So the Baruffio's Brain Elixir brew time is reduced to 6 hours. If you use the master notes on top of that, the brew time is reduced to 50%. These are the master notes. Look at them. Very handy. And then when you use the Baruffio's Brain Elixir, you will earn 3 times Wizarding XP instead of the normal 2 times Wizarding XP. If you have never brewed Baruffio's Brain Elixir before, that's okay. These are all of the ingredients. Special note, the powdered dragon claw is primarily available when unlocking Portkeys. So that is a special reward. It is also an ingredient that you can get by completing tasks in other events. And then the leaping toadstool, you can occasionally find like out on the map, on the ground, but that is pretty rare. Usually it is also found in Portkeys. It's also a task reward when doing certain events, but you can also grow it in a greenhouse. So if you want to plant this in a greenhouse, then come back 24 hours later to collect it. You will see it on the ground around the greenhouse. And the number that you see on the ground depends on how much spell energy you put into the greenhouse. If you do not have any leaping toadstool, I definitely recommend that you do this before the Adversaries event begins so that you can brew multiple brain elixirs to take advantage of the bonuses. How to prepare for the Adversaries event. I am calling it the Adversaries events just because that is probably what it's going to say in the game. It might say Baruffio's Brain Elixir Spotlight event for you, but I'm not positive about that. So, before the event begins on Friday, you want to, 1, brew up Dawdle Draft. You want to have Dawdle Draft on hand to use for any red beams that you see. 2, brew Simula Potions. You want to brew like regular Simula Potions and strong Simula Potions. Maybe a few potent Simula Potions if you have any unicorn hair. The thing with the potent Simula Potions is that unicorn hair is usually just available by opening Portkeys or through task rewards from other events. So you might not have that ingredient on hand in order to brew the potent Simula Potion. Luckily, Granian hair and Abraxan hair are available on the map. Plus, you get Granian hair just by completing your daily event, tasks, or just your daily tasks, your daily assignments in Wizards Unite. So you're going to brew these potions in advance. You also want to collect extra Simula Potion ingredients because the brewing time will be reduced for that during the weekend of the Adversaries event, Baruffio's Brain Elixir Spotlight event. So these are just a few things that you can do to prepare for the weekend. During the Adversaries event weekend, Spotlight event weekend, of course, you want to grind XP. That is the whole point of all of these Baruffio's Brain Elixir bonuses, right? So if you don't already have Brain Elixir on hand, then you will want to brew them during the weekend to collect as many as possible. But of course, you also want to use the Brain Elixir so that you can get that triple Wizarding XP. The best way to do this is to go to an inn. A collection of inns is even better, but if you can hang out by a single inn, that's still really helpful. And stack dark detectors. You want to stack 3 dark detectors on a single inn. And of course, if there's a cluster of inns, you can stack 3 dark detectors on each of them if you want. Then go ahead and return all of the foundables, of course, any that come up. If there's a red beam, You want to use your trace charm on it because then you get additional traces on the map, right? You will also want to use the Dottle Draft that you had already brewed up, and you'll want to use a Stimula Potion. If it's a red beam, you really want to use a strong or potent Stimula Potion if you have it. If you don't, a regular Stimula Potion is fine. Just know that, of course, it's not as effective. It's really important that you use potions on the red traces, the red beam traces, because at your level in the game, level 4 to 14, it is harder for you to return the high threat foundables. So severe and emergency threat are the ones indicated by a red beam, and they're more likely to resist and they're more likely to depart. The Dottle Draft will keep them from departing, and the Stimula Potion will make it more likely that you are able to successfully return the foundable and get those sweet, sweet, sweet XP gains. I do have an entire video on grinding XP. It is a little out of date because the trace charm has changed since then, and it does make the assumption that certain traces are boosted for Wizarding Weekend or Community Day. However, you can still utilize the information that I give in that video, primarily because I go over the specific nodes and SOS training that will help you grind XP, help you find more traces in order to better grind XP. So I will link that video in the card up above and the description down below. But again, the main focus is that you have the right potions so that you can return foundables, and that you use dark detectors on inns so that you can get many foundables, including the severe and emergency threat foundables. Those are the tips that will best help you grind XP during this event. And of course, you know, drinking lots of the Baruffio's Brain Elixir and constantly brewing it and using your master notes so that you can stockpile Baruffio's Brain Elixir for future events. Thank you to Warner Brothers and Niantic for giving me this information early so that I could create this video for all of you. And I forgot to do that at the beginning. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if this kind of information was helpful for you, leave a comment down below. I know that a lot of my viewers have been daily players for a long time, like I have. So I don't know how many people are new players. So if you're a new player and this video was helpful, let me know so that I can create more content to help players at all levels. I really do want the Wizards Unite community to be welcome and open to players of any level. I really want Wizards Unite to be a game that new people can start playing now, even though the game has been out for almost 2 years. And I hope that making content like this helps foster that open and welcome environment that I want. Anyway, as always, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, au revoir, witches.